Jai Hind, my dear students. Welcome to your science class. This is part 4 for you, and in this particular part we are going to see certain chemical properties of metals and non-metals. So let's see how a metal reacts when there is a reaction between metal and oxygen and non-metals and oxygen. So oxygen reacts with metals and non-metals to produce oxides. Oxides of metal and non-metals are produced, and you know that oxides of metal are basic in nature, while that of non-metals are generally acidic in nature. We will test it, we will prove it, how these are basic and how these are acidic in nature. So let's see the reaction which happens when there is that metal comes in contact with oxygen, and see how magnesium reacts with oxygen and it forms magnesium oxide, which is basic in nature. We'll see one examples of testing, how can we test that. And sodium, when reacts with oxygen, it forms sodium oxide. When copper reacts with oxygen, it forms copper oxide, and for that heating is needed. Okay, there are certain things which required certain reaction which required high amount of heat. There are certain reaction which required very less amount of heat, so that depend on nature and requirement of the reaction. Okay, now you know that sulfur and phosphorus are non-metals. When they reacts with oxygen, they form sulfur dioxide, and phosphorus forms phosphorus pentaoxide, because this is here you can get 10 molecules of oxygen are here 2 molecules of oxygen, sulfur dioxide and phosphorus pentaoxide. So 2 molecules of phosphorus pentaoxides are getting formed in the reaction. When we dissolve this sulfur dioxide into water, we get sulfurous acid. We will see how we are getting it. So how we are testing acidic and basic nature of metal oxide or oxides of metal. So what can we do for that? We need to collect a spoonful of rust, and we need to dissolve that rust into a small amount of water. You know that it will not mix easily, so we need to shake the suspension well so that it mix well into the water. And what can we do in that solution where we have dissolved the rust? We will check with red litmus paper, and we'll see that red litmus paper turns blue in color. This shows that you know that base turns red litmus paper into blue. Okay, I have told you short trick for this. We need to remember B R B. Base, this is for base, this is for red in color, this is for blue in color. So base turns red litmus paper into blue. Okay, so this reaction shows, when we test with red litmus paper, this shows that metallic oxides are basic in nature. So here you can see that rust is there here, and we are mixing into water, and after taking into watch glass we use red litmus paper, it turns blue. Here it is blue is not visible because of color, but blue is there. Okay, so if it is turns into blue color, then it is basic in nature. Now if we try to check the oxides of non-metals are acidic in nature or not, so again we need to do the process, like we need to take a small amount of powdered sulfur in a deflagrating spoon. I will show you how this spoon looks like, and then we need to heat it. And as soon as sulfur start burning, we need to introduce the spoon into a jar or a glass tumbler, and you know that if the fume comes, the burning will start, then fume will be there. Okay, then we need to cover the tumbler with a lid to ensure that the gas produced does not escape. We need to protect that gas for our testing. So if there is proper burning, after that what we are going to do, we will remove the spoon and add a small quantity of water, so that we will get a solution. And solution again we have to shake the tumbler well to make sure that the gas produced inside the tumbler or glass jar is mixed with the water. And if we check it with the red and blue litmus paper, what will be the finding? That this acid turns blue litmus paper into red. So again, short trick for this is A for this acid, B for this base color, blue color, and this one. So acid turns blue litmus paper into red. Okay. So in this way we can remember. So what happens actually when we are burning sulfur? So when it comes in contact with oxygen, it produces sulfur dioxide gas. Okay. And when the sulfur dioxide is dissolved in water, sulfurous acid is formed. And what is the reaction? Like sulfur dioxide along with water, it forms sulfurous acid. This is H2SO3 is sulfurous acid, H2SO4 is sulfuric acid. So hope this reaction is clear to you. And this is defragmenting spoon. This is improvised, means handmade, and this is the ready-made things. Okay, and this is the way of checking. When we pour this into a watch glass, this solution is having mixture of sulfur dioxide, and it shows that now it becomes basic sulfurous acid there. If we test with litmus paper, it will show its tests. It will give the color ABR, means acid will turn blue litmus paper into red. Okay, that shows that non-metals oxides are basic in nature. So that's all for this video. Next reaction we will see in our next video. So thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.